Have you ever wondered if there's another version of you out there living a completely different life in a parallel universe? What if you became a rock star, a billionaire, or even a villain in another dimension? In today's mind-bending episode, we're diving deep into the science and imagination behind interdimensional travel and the endless possibilities it could bring. Strap in, because we're about to explore what happens if we could actually visit these alternate realities. If this kind of futuristic thinking excites you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our channel for more thought-provoking adventures like this one. 1. The science behind the multiverse. Many physicists believe in the multiverse theory, the idea that multiple versions of our universe exist at once. Each universe could have different laws of physics, histories, and outcomes. If interdimensional travel were real, we might unlock the ability to explore them. Think of it like flipping through an infinite book, where each page holds a different version of your life. Our current understanding of quantum mechanics and string theory fuels this idea. Tiny shifts at the atomic level could be the gateways, but accessing them? That's where the imagination explodes. What kind of technology could punch holes in space-time? Could consciousness itself be the key to hopping between worlds? And most importantly, would we survive the journey or be transformed by it? 2. Meeting other versions of yourself. Imagine stepping into another universe and coming face to face with you. But not the you know, maybe it's a version who made different choices, chose another career, or never met your best friend. Would you feel jealous, proud, or horrified? This encounter could offer deep personal insight or cause emotional chaos. You'd see what you could have been, or what you narrowly avoided becoming. Philosophers and psychologists would have a field day exploring identity in the multiverse. Would you try to switch lives with them? Could you coexist peacefully, or would rivalry spark? Perhaps you'd mentor one another or erase each other entirely. How would it feel to know you're not as unique as you thought? Or worse, what if they were better at being you than you are? 3. Infinite choices, infinite realities. Every decision you've ever made, big or small, may have created a new universe. One where you chose tea over coffee. Another where you skipped that party. Another where you never broke that promise. Interdimensional travel would reveal the infinite outcomes of your life. Regrets might vanish, but so could your sense of purpose. With every possibility realized somewhere, would any choice still matter? Or would meaning dissolve in the sea of endless what-ifs? Society might lose its grip on morality, ambition, or even relationships. Or maybe we become more forgiving, knowing that other paths were always out there. It could bring closure or chaos. What becomes of free will when every version of you already exists? 4. Government control of interdimensional travel. If we unlock the ability to travel between universes, would it be free for all or controlled by the powerful? Governments could guard access, turning parallel universes into political tools or war zones. They guess espionage on an infinite scale where agents could escape into other realities or alter events across timelines. Entire intelligence departments might exist just to monitor cross-universal breaches. Borders wouldn't be between nations, but between dimensions. Would refugees flee one broken world for another? Would wars span across realities? And who would regulate the ethical implications? Interdimensional passports, reality policing, temporal courts. Power could shift from global to multiversal. And corruption? That might become boundless. 5. Economics in the multiverse. Parallel universes wouldn't just shift science or philosophy, they'd append economics. What happens when rare resources in one world are common in another? Gold, oil, or even clean water could be stolen, traded, or monopolized across realities. Stock markets might account for multiversal variables. Whole industries could emerge, multiverse tourism, alternate history historians, dimension-specific influencers. And what about your financial worth in another universe? You might be a billionaire there, or deeply in debt. Could you legally claim that alternate wealth, or sue your richer self? Reality hopping might create economic chaos or endless opportunity. But beware, capitalism doesn't sleep, not even across dimensions. 6. Cultural exchange beyond worlds. Culture wouldn't stop evolving, it would explode. Music from a universe where jazz never died, movies from realities where aliens inspired art, languages with new grammar, shaped by different physical laws. Imagine learning from a civilization that never experienced war, or one that invented interstellar travel centuries ago. What stories would they tell? What mistakes could we avoid? Or what errors might we repeat on a much larger scale? We'd finally answer the question, is our way of living the best or just one version of many? But cultural clashes could also be dangerous. 7 dangers of multiversal contamination. Crossing realities wouldn't be without risk. You could bring a virus, a parasite, or even a destructive idea that doesn't exist in your home world. Interdimensional contamination might devastate ecosystems, minds, or entire timelines. Scientists would have to create strict quarantine protocols for travelers. Some dimensions might be quarantined forever too dangerous to touch. And what if someone brought back a weapon or tech we're not ready for? Imagine a single trip toppling governments or causing societal collapse. Travel to parallel universes wouldn't just be exploration, it would be an act of trust, danger, and responsibility. 8. The end of religion and origin myths. Religion might face its greatest test. If every creation story has a universe where it's true, what becomes of faith? Or what if you visit a world where your God never existed? Spirituality could evolve or collapse. New religions might form around multiversal truth. Others might cling tighter to their beliefs. Pilgrimages could be replaced by interdimensional missions. You might even meet people who claim to be gods, real in their own reality. The idea of a single truth could be replaced by a tapestry of beliefs, all equally valid, all equally terrifying. Or perhaps, in the multiverse, we finally agree that mystery is the only constant. 9. The black market of the multiverse. With infinite realities comes infinite black markets. Illegal tech smuggled from dystopian worlds. Rare drugs only existing in biomutated futures. Organ trafficking across timelines. Even identity theft literally stealing your alternate self's life. Criminals could escape justice by vanishing into other dimensions. Law enforcement would be powerless without multiverse access. Whole mafias might emerge, trading across parallel planes. The most dangerous weapons might not destroy buildings, but erase realities. And what if someone sold your future, your memories, or your fate from another world? The multiverse could be our greatest resource or the ultimate playground for evil. 10. The existential crisis of knowing too much. The most haunting consequence of multiverse travel might not be death, but knowledge. Knowing there's a version of you who's happier, smarter, more loved. Knowing that no matter what you do, it's been done better somewhere else. That every success is just one outcome of many. This could inspire greatness or paralyze us with doubt. Therapy might need to be redefined, philosophy rewritten, society restructured. We'd lose the illusion of uniqueness and permanence. And while some would celebrate infinite possibility, others might mourn the loss of meaning. So what if we could travel to parallel universes? Would it be the dawn of human enlightenment, or the end of everything we understand as reality? The answers might lie in the future, or perhaps just beyond the veil of what we're allowed to know. One thing's for sure, the concept of multiple realities challenges everything from science to soul. If this journey sparked your imagination, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next mind-expanding adventure. We've only scratched the surface of what could be waiting in the shadows of the multiverse. Until next time, stay curious, stay bold, and remember, reality might just be one version of the truth.